Welcome to your daily focus for November the 15th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. We have the 15 energy today. It's about untying those anchors that hold you back, that leave you in a sense or a state of procrastination. It's about understanding what has true value for you, what is your truth, and how are you going forward with that. Doing something different, doing something new, bringing something new to your path. 1 plus 5 is a 6. It could be our well-being, absolutely. It could be about love. It could be our well-being, our routines, the mundane. It could be changing up just a few little things in our life that really allows us to go with the flow so much better. If we do the numerology of the day, it's a 22 energy, and that is our master builder coming to our aid today. Now, the master builder, the 22 energy, any master number does ask us so more of us, so much more of us. But the rewards are that much greater. Our intuition is heightened, and we have those visionary thoughts. We get that clarity. We get that understanding of what those anchors might actually be in our life. What is holding us back? What makes us procrastinate? What is that fear? What is that anxiety we feel? Sun is in Scorpio. Moon is in Aries. And I think the sun is squaring Jupiter. So they're not really getting along. And we're going to want to feel confident. We're going to want to feel proud. We're going to want to feel lucky, optimistic. Because that's the Jupiter end of it. But the sun squaring it is that who I am? And we're questioning ourselves. We're questioning our confidence. We're questioning our pride in something. We're questioning our luck. We're questioning if we're truly happy. And if we do have that optimistic outlook, or if we're getting a little negative on ourselves, pulling ourselves down. Success is possible under a day like today. Absolutely. Good fortune can come in under a day like today. But if we're overconfident, that's the other side of the coin. If we're overconfident or we do something to excess, like we just don't have one piece of cake, we eat the entire bloody thing. That could lead to a loss. That could lead to embarrassment. That could lead to us thinking less of ourselves and perhaps others as well. So it's definitely a time of discipline, self-discipline. Maybe moderation should be included in there too. So it's, but don't forget to have fun. Just don't have too much fun. Remember, the Three of Pentacles has been coming out quite often, so we do know that we need to roll up our sleeves and have an action behind our goals, our dreams, our desires, our wants. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Five of Cups. Wow, we're looking at the negative. We're looking at what we feel is a failure in our life, where we didn't accomplish, we didn't do, we didn't say. We berate ourselves. We think, how are we ever going to get anywhere in life when we act the way we do, or do what we do, or don't do what we should do, don't say what we should say. And so we can really pull towards the negative part of who we are and where we are on our path, and how strong those steps we take are on our path. Now, this card is to remind us that there's a lot of goodness around us. And there's 2 cups there. There's 2 cups waiting to be filled with whatever you want, your pure potential, your true potential. And we have that primal warrior with the sun in Scorpio right now, allowing us to get excited about who we are. Grow our confidence, grow our optimism. Knowing that that is our past that we're looking at, those cups, those ones that are fallen over, the ones that didn't make it, the ones that, because we've learned from it. We've gained knowledge, we've gained wisdom, we've gained understanding. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known that those things didn't work. We'd still be under the belief of, well, another belief completely. Maybe we don't have what it takes to make it work then. Maybe that was the only way possible to make it work. We know those things aren't true, so it's time to look at those cups, the full cups. You got to do a 180 perhaps today. Turn around and imagine what can be, and then do something towards that becoming in your life. We have the Three of Wands. We are making decisions. We are trying to decide how to go forward, which path to follow, which path to walk, what opportunity to step into, what one to turn our backs on. Because they're not all great. They never are. But there's something there for you, and you know it. You can feel it. It's a vibration. You can't not feel it. Especially with the sun squaring Jupiter, because that's a very strong energy. Right now, we're holding that one wand. We're looking out into the abyss, the tomorrow, the beyond, the horizon. And we're thinking about how it'll all work together, how it will come to be. And eventually we're going to move over and we're going to hold that second wand, and we may just tweak our vision. We may look at a whole different path completely. Eventually we'll move over to the third wand. Eventually we will make a decision, but it's not necessarily today that we have to make that decision. And the lovers are here for us. Grow that passion, grow that dream. This could be definitely with the 6 energy, the 1 plus 5 being 6. That is a love energy. And so this could be growing the relationship deeper. That might be where we build our confidence in how we can make our relationship stronger, deeper, long-lasting, supportive, sincere, full of love. We have the power to do that. Now, it could be a dream, a desire, a want that you want. Absolutely, that you're going after, not want. So it could be something that you want to, it could, each of us has a different path. Each of us are looking at different parts of our life. So if you're looking at that new business and you want to bring it on and you want to step into it, but you're not really sure how to do it, take a step back today, meditate on it a little bit, look at your talents, look at your abilities. Maybe you're looking at somebody in your life as well, and they have certain abilities. And you say, hey, can you give me a little bit of a hand? And that will show up for us. Okay, our last moon told us that the support will show up if we ask for it. So say yes, say thank you, and it does. Some of us are looking at relationships and how to grow a relationship deeper. Maybe it's somebody new that you have brought into your life and you just really want to grow that relationship. You feel that connection with that person. Or maybe it's somebody that you've kind of fallen away from and you want to bring that relationship back together. Well, that quite often happens in a spousal relationship. We fall in love and then we fall into the mundane, the in and out of everyday life. Remember that 6 is also about routines. How do we change that routine to maybe make more time for the relationship? To be able to put more energy into the relationship? To express the relationship in a new way? A new understanding of the relationship. We will get those aha moments. We have the 22 energy. We will get those epiphanies of how to do it. But then we have to roll up our sleeves and what? We have to do the action. Absolutely. Let's get a mantra card. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to tell us here. Resilience, rise above the tribulations. So the Five of Cups came out to say, yeah, there's going to be tribulations. There's going to be things we're not so happy about. There's going to be things that are upsetting, disturbing. There are going to be things that cause us sadness, or depressive energy will come in. Negative energy can come in. Confusion can come in. Fear can come in. Anxiety can come in, and we need to raise above that. We need to know that these things probably won't matter in 5 years. Therefore, they don't deserve your time, your energy, your focus in the present moment. Some things do, and we have to take care of those things. Absolutely. But if they're not of the greatest of importance right now, I would be moving them to the back burner, and I would be looking on me, especially Sun square Jupiter. I mean, the Sun is us, right? That brilliance, the I am. Jupiter is about the abundance, about the growth of, the expansion of. So that is where we need to put our focus. Remember, we're going to have our lunar eclipse at the end of the week, I believe. So the eclipse season is starting. It will be in Taurus. I checked on it. And this is going to start a cycle of energy that we are stepping into for 2023. Till 2023. And then it'll go into a new cycle. So we are also ending a cycle. So when we have that solar eclipse, we'll be being at the tail end of the last 2.5, 3 years of eclipses. So it's kind of funny that the full moon, the lunar eclipse, is actually starting off the new energy. What needs to be let go of in order to really step into a new beginning. We'll talk about that as it gets closer. Resilience. Rise above the tribulations. Say, I'll look at that tomorrow. Put it on a piece of paper. Say, tomorrow I'll look at that. But today, I'm going to look at me, my goals, my dreams, my desires, my path, where I'm using my energy, where I want my growth, where I want my abundance, where I want my expansion of, fill in the blank. So this card is telling us, endure, withstand stress, and you will be able to recover quickly from life's changes, misdeeds, or a bad ordeal. This is about facing life's adversities with courage and patience in such a way you come through unscathed, better and stronger for the experience. It means a recovery from an illness or being rejected by a loved one. Resilience takes compassion, determination, and strength, and you will not be defeated. The resilience of the human spirit and the validity of love inhabits us to rise above our tribulations and fly. Accept your reality in a positive light, and make it even better. The mantra is, I have the strength to quickly rise above my problems. So rise above it. Don't get caught up in somebody else's drama. Definitely don't start the dramas yourself today. And when somebody tries to pull you into their agenda, you can say, I know the energy of today. And the energy of today is not about you. It's about me. It's about you for you. It's about me for me. And so I need to put my focus on what may be holding me back, where I'm feeling less than adequate or less than confident or less than lucky or less than optimistic about certain areas of my life. And how do I bring that optimism in? How do I bring that luck in? Usually it's just expressing it as if it already happened. How do I raise my confidence? Ask yourself these things. I'm sure you will find your answers with the 22 energy around us. You will more than likely take the time to talk to yourself about it. We're so busy. We're so busy with meeting our obligations, our responsibilities, taking care of this, taking care of that, showing up on time here, doing We need to take a breath. We need to stop at some point. Each and every day, we need to say stop and turn the energy towards you. Just take a couple of deep breaths if that's all the time you have for. Maybe you have a few extra minutes, you can do a small meditation. But deep breathing, and when you deep breathe, really it's just following your breath in and out. It doesn't have to be very deep and slow, but it just naturally does that because you're paying attention to it. And ask yourself the experience. How does that breath feel going in through my nose, down into my lungs, pushing out my tummy? And exhale. And when you exhale, feel your muscles let go of tension. We pick up so much stress and tension just walking down the street. You can't not have some of it stick to you. You see things, you hear things. Some of it goes right by and some of it stays with you. And so just a couple of deep breaths, taking that time. And all of a sudden you'll hear those thoughts. It's like when you're going to sleep at night. We're finally quiet enough to hear all those thoughts. It isn't that your brain just started saying, hey, we need to talk about this, and take you back to when you were 5 and that really horrible thing you did. And oh my goodness. Because that's what will happen if you don't allow yourself to write the narrative and you allow your subconscious and your conscious just play videos. They'll take you to the worst moment. So write the narrative and create the best moments. But it's because we've quieted it down. We've turned off the TV. We've shut off the phone. We lay in darkness, and all of a sudden the thoughts come. Now, when you are doing the deep breaths, acknowledge the thought, but don't get emotionally involved with that thought. And yes, your mind will wander probably before you're done even the first breath. And when you realize your mind has wandered, just thank the thought for showing up and go back to just paying attention to your breathing for a minute or two. It's that simple. It's that easy. There's no great formula. The more you do it, though, the better you become at it. And when you become great at it, that's when you get those true aha moments, those epiphanies. That's when your subconscious and your conscious is actually working on your behalf. And it takes time. It takes energy. So yes, a patience is needed today and every day with yourself. Oh, the owl is back. Wisdom again. We'll go to the owl. Come on, there you are. Second sight, magic secrets, truth and wisdom. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? Owl symbolizes the wisdom that you have, which spans your earthly years. Those who you come in contact with may be drawn to your sage wisdom, or you may be drawn to somebody else's sage wisdom. Absolutely. You can sense the truth and untruth in people and in situations, though you don't always follow through on your gut instincts. And today with the 22 energy, we have that heightened intuition. So pay attention to what your body, what your inner voice is telling you, what your gut is telling you. Owl tells you that you are interpreting the signs correctly and believe in your psychic abilities. Owl can also mean that there is someone keeping a secret from you or being untruthful. And this is you not being overly sensitive, but tapping into that, knowing that in some way, in some form. Follow through on the feelings you have within your second sight, for if you don't, you may indeed regret it later on. So we have a great wisdom that we can tap into today, and we need to tap into that great wisdom. We'll get those aha moments. We'll get a sense of clarity, understanding. We can think through how we want to go forward. And when we get those aha moments, when we get those epiphanies, we're going to put them to the test by doing something, by enacting something, by saying something, by writing down something, by picking up the phone and phoning somebody or sending an email, something, some action to say, I'm going to try this path. I'm going to try this mode of transportation along my path and see where it takes me, see where it leads. And it's okay, because we have the 3 of Wands here saying, if it doesn't work, that's okay. We can move over to the second Wands. Nothing is sketched in stone right now, etched in stone right now. You are writing the narrative. So today is a beautiful day in which to write your narrative. Roll up your sleeves and get to work. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.